Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital, we've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Staying with Robinson. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. 3rd and just 2 to go. Out of the gun, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. The Commanders ready for the punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He fields this at the 18. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will take possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Working quickly here. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Commanders will go on offense. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On second down, Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, we give to Robinson. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. Diving right side, got it! And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Throwing the out route complete. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They're running the option, short side. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels, and right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
They'll try and punch it in. It's across the line for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. They'll begin his return from the 11. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Here's 2nd and 11. Finds a man right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Chased out to his right. Can't get it to him. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Flush down out to his left. And that's complete to Musgrave. And this is down all the way to the 3. Offense in the hurry up here. Barkley. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Working quickly here. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. They're down to their final 1 in this half. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. Going power with a big tight end. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Hurts setting up to throw. On the move, headed right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles start to fight back with their first points of this game. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders, facing 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Markers reset. Ball at the 37. 1st down, and they go right back to him. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Only a yard that time, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Robinson does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Daniels. Forced out, and they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take the lead just before halftime. Jaden Daniels with a touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Hurts. Escapes out to the left. He tucks it and takes off. The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. So the offense was right to be walking backwards. The flag does go against them. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got 2nd and 15. Hurts to throw. Trying for the deep ball. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Back to throw. Hurts. And that's incomplete. With 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. Got all of it, but no good. He needed a touch more to clear that crossbar. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. We send a man in motion. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Barkley's got it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down throwing for Hurts. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Throwing here, Hurts. He's on the move. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
They'll throw on third and long. Escapes the pocket. That's going to be caught by Carter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. To the ground with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 23. Catch made by Carter. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. They run it with Saquon. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Hurts looking to throw. This finds Carter complete. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Offense in the hurry up here. To the air, third and long. Buys time, rolling right. Cut near the goal line. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to first and goal. A give to Bailey on the inside handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Working quickly here. Here's Hurts. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Dropping back to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Plays haven't gotten it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone. He's back to throw. Chased out to his right. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Mike Sandler still makes the play. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. Yeah. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Daniels. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's the Commanders' ball. A chance at a win if they can hang on to their lead through the 4th. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Running it now out of the gun. And this one doesn't go far. It's a gain of 3 for them. Still 3rd and 9 coming up. Throwing now, Daniels. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Their punter making his way out now. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. That's taken at the 15. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying down the middle with Bailey. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Offense up to the line fast. They'll run again with Bailey. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's Bailey again. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
From the 46. Forced out to his right. He can run it. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Looking to throw. He's on the move. He connects downfield on 4th. And he will get the first as they touch him down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. It's a gain of 8, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. A give to Bailey. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Looking to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. It's a give here for Bailey. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. He'll look to throw it. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
This one is up and good. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And a good pickup of 9 there before he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here he is to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now they have 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
So out now comes the punter. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Starts his return from the 23. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, Hurts. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Now Hurts. On target to Musgrave. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. This game now resting on the leg of Jake Elliott. This from 48 on the left hash. The kick is good. He got it. And that, folks, is your game winner. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner.